Alright, welcome everybody. We'll be starting stream soon. We're going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons tonight and be adventuring with a few people joining us as well. So stay tuned.
We're like, why the hell is it screaming?
Alright, y'all, I am back. We're going to go up into the cyclone really quick before we start. So I will just take a second and then we will be starting really, really soon.
It is a sad day for Meliodas.
Sorry, there is a picture, and it just says, the imposter. It's just a salamander.
Not
How is he? I am so hyper-focused on trying to find the salamander that most looked like it, that I'm like, I'm losing it slowly. This guy. He black enough. Color. He's so tall.
Alright, Craig.
Wait.
Cheers.
He's shaped like a hot dog. See, I'm supposed to be talking about bugs because I'm Jax, but it's salamanders, unfortunately. That's how my coworker was, just kept coughing, but they're actually sick.
Sometimes going up into the cyclone do that, you know?
Yup.
The cyclone be hitting that hard sometimes.
Yeah,
Shit just takes your breath away, leave you coughing and choking.
it's true.
That's me after a half a mile sprint. So hey. But I have asthma.
Asthma. I've got the asthma. Me too, but very mild. Very, very mild. Okay,
Mine's pretty mild too.
let us see. Let us see. So we'll be picking up a little bit where we left off last time. Which whoop. So we will essentially set the scene. We all just came back and found Alfiani covered in blood, so that's essentially what you guys see in front of you. You see her frame just absolutely just caked in blood, and some of it's dried, some of it's fresh. But before you guys can really do much or see much, this portal appears and starts to suck you guys inside of it, and you just see Dal's frame getting smaller and smaller, until you can't see anything anymore. You guys feel a little weird. You feel a little light, a little buoyant. And something inside of you also sets this stage to have this like perfectionism. I don't know what it is. Like suddenly all of a sudden you just all get this urge that you really want to go to the nail salon and you can't really explain how or why. Um as you get these tingling feelings in your hands, the ground starts to shake and form in front of you. And before you guys know it, if you guys open the Yellow Brick Road chat, you guys find yourself like in this darky black expanse. You can see these twinkling stars really, really far away, but directly in front of you, you see this clock tower. Um, and this clock tower has winding stairs that shoot up and up, encircling the outside of it. And at the top of it, you can make out some jagged wings that look like they're made of stone. So essentially, what you guys have just stumbled into is you have just been sucked into a vortex of a game, and you are going to essentially see if the owner of this realm finds you worthy enough to live. And you have to play her games in order to continue on, or she will smite you. So essentially, this is the realm of Lindorna, the Empress of Beauty, a tyrant of the Prism Throne. And she doesn't fuck around. So get your dice ready. We will be rolling until we get to the top, which is an unknown number of spaces. So each of you will need to bring out a d20, a d8, and a d4, and keep a d6 just in case.
Locked and loaded.
Okay. And then in the Yellow Brick Road chat, we're all going to be rolling for initiative. Or should I say initiative per se? Dice roll order.
Can I react to the feeling of perfectionism real fast?
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
Man, that's really bad initiative. Sorry.
Can't be worse than mine.
It's worse.
Yeah, I got
That
that one.
that's yeah. I got a 3. So.
Oof.
I rolled
That
an 18 because I'm a gangster.
Okay.
Checks out.
I've one dex modifier.
I've got so much, and that's what helps me out. See. But at the feeling of like perfectionism that boils through everybody, can't really see it in Jax, but you definitely see him like shiver as if like it feels way wrong.
When Jax shivers, roll for I guess let's roll for stealth, because as Jax shivers, you hear the huffing of nostrils, like somebody is sniffing in Jax's presence.
That's a 24.
Wait,
Okay, okay.
we all hear that?
You all hear that. You all hear this giant sniffing noise. And you don't necessarily hear anything right away, but right in front of Jax, you see something glitter, and part of the ground just crumbles away, leaving just galaxy nothingness in its wake. Jax just happens to cling on to the side of the rock without being touched.
So he's hanging onto the rock, about to fall into nothingness.
Mm-hmm.
And our goal is to play the game.
Correct.
We heard sniffing,
Yes.
as if. What kind of sniffing? Like a dog sniffing another dog, or
Like imagine like a
sniffing for a deep.
like a very deep sniff, Like this came from a giant creature, like a giant sniff.
And it was just like
Mm-hmm.
like
And
deep.
then and Jackson just avoid falling. He something sharp landed in front of him, not
Okay,
visible to most of you, and crumbled the ground in front of him.
so he's not like hanging on.
He's like he is. He's kind of like clinging there, but he's just not moving. He's just like he kind of shit bricks just there for a little bit.
All right, so I'm gonna help him up, obviously.
Okay.
That should be fairly easy for me. Fairly easy for me. Um,
Okay.
I did an 18 on strength.
18 on strength. Okay. You can definitely help Jax up. Um and as you go to help Jax up, you hear some more huffing and steam blows from some direction right into your face.
It doesn't. I can't tell the direction, just that it's right in my face.
It just somehow blows from somewhere into your face.
It's from somewhere into my face.
Mm-hmm. Would any of you guys like to do anything else?
Well,
I
Jax
mean,
is thankful that we held him up, and he, you
yeah,
see
Talia
his like,
kind of like pats him on the shoulder, like it's okay.
yeah.
Okay.
He
Okay.
Um,
also pats Meliodas back on the shoulder, like I'm good, I'm good.
all right, all right, yeah, we got this. So where, what the fuck is around us? Like we haven't asked that.
Absolutely
What?
nothing. There is a small amount of some green grass with some rocks, and those rocks very slowly fall off into nothingness. If you look in the yellow brick road, I posted a picture of what the tower looks like. Um Besides that little chunk of ground, that's what everything around you looks like, is that kind of like like chasmy galaxy look. Um
What about looking up?
Up, it's just the sky. It's just that same like sky patterned look.
So where's the stairs? Or like this is the tower, right?
It's right in front of you. It's like there's a little patch of green land that you guys are standing on, and the tower is like right next to you.
So it's like, well, the only option is to go up the stairs, right?
Exactly.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll go first.
A My follower goal met. A Thank you for the follow.
I will. Meliodas will proceed to climb the stairs,
Okay, so
and I'll go
um
first. Probably.
as yeah, as you approach the stairs, you guys essentially get locked into place of your initiative roll. So
Wait, what was that, Doc? I'm sorry, my brain.
a Danny coming in clutch. So as you guys walk towards the tower, you're essentially locked into a playing board now. So you guys are locked into a board game.
Okay.
Okay. So Meliodas starts, and you will start by rolling. Let's start with a D6.
6.
Yes, you got a 6?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and move forward 6.
Okay. So I will proceed to walk. It's just stairs, right? I'm just going up
Yep,
the
you're
stairs.
just walking up a spiral staircase, and it's gray stone under your feet. It slowly walks up a spiral, probably about every 18 to 20 paces. You can't see the person in front of you anymore.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my anti magic kind of like around my feet.
Mm-hmm.
So if I step on any magical traps or anything like that, they just kind of dissipate.
You can use that for this square. So if you wish, you can dismantle square 6 with anti magic.
I don't want to dismantle it. I just don't want, because then I would fall to my death. I'm assuming. Yeah, that's why I can only do it for the square. I don't want to dismantle the squares, right? I just want to protect myself from traps that I might step on. Well, I
Okay.
guess I can do it as a reaction too. Never mind. I just won't do this because it doesn't sound like
I'm like, I mean, you could do it. It's just, it may not have the outcome that you expect.
I love the energy there. Fuck around.
Okay, are you done with your turn?
Um, hmm. We're all still level one. Yeah, I don't really have spells, do I? No, I don't.
Okay.
So no, yeah, I'm done.
Okay. All right. All right. Magnolia, it is now your turn.
Alright. I'm going to move forward as far as I can.
All right. So go ahead and roll your
Wait, roll.
d6. Yeah, roll your d6.
Alright. Tell me more. 6.
You got a 6?
Yeah.
Okay, you land on the same square as Craig, and you both now roll a d4.
Okay.
Hmm.
This is Sparta! That would suck.
3.
Okay. And Ark, what did you say?
4.
4. Okay. So, um, as Ark lands on the same tile as Craig, a red light starts to detonate, and this extremely, extremely flamboyant music starts to play. Um, Essentially, you guys are now forced off into a into a trivia off, and you have to answer a correct question or be pushed back or off, depending on how she sees fit. So let me pull that up really quick.
Go.
I'm not a smart lady.
That's okay. You hear this booming voice off to the side, and she she has this like this kind of cold, cruel voice that when she speaks, it kind of sounds like, I don't know. You almost get the feeling like glass is getting held up to your windpipe. Like, I don't know. Whenever she talks, you can't breathe. It makes you stressed. It makes you feel just a little uncomfortable. Um, and she says, "Hello, my little chestnuts. We're going to play a little game now." And so she starts to hear some thrumming. You hear some shaking and shifting of the clock. The tiles under your feet starts to shake. So she hovers a talon and points it at Meliodas, and she says, she looks directly at the camera, and she looks back at Meliodas, and then she says, "Hello, Craig," and then she looks back at Meliodas, and she says, "Who played Dorothy in the 1939 film of The Wizard of Oz?"
Um, it was that one bitch.
I will give you a clue or a hint. I will give you three names, and you can tell me if they are correct or not.
I like that idea way better.
You don't see anything, but you just get this aura that someone is rubbing their hands together and clinking as they do so. And she says, "Was it Shirley Temple? Audrey Hepburn or Judy Garland? Tell me now. Tell me now."
It wasn't any of them.
and a 60-second counter comes down. You must choose one of those names.
Do I have to choose one of them?
Yes.
This is bullshit. Because I'm pretty sure the answer isn't any of those.
She cackles. She cackles. Do you wish to give your friend a try?
Yeah, yeah, I do actually. My friend should try first, I think.
The beeping light swings towards Magnolia's feet, and she says, "Come, child, come. Please answer my question." And literally, sparkles and frills come flying out of the tower's enclosure and just absolutely covering you in frills and sparkles and dust. And a voice chuffs, "Haha, you've got it correct. Please move forward 2 more spaces." And then a little boot kicks Meliodas 1 backwards.
Fuck that boot.
As you should.
Is okay, side note, is Little Gnome Bastion joining us for this because I can make this happen? Oh, you sound very quiet. Oh, there we go. I got it. I got it.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
There we go. Is Gnome Bastion going to join us?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I will have you hiddenly roll for initiative and then just put that in the chat.
That is a 5.
A 5. Okay.
Get wrecked, nerd. What?
It was 4 plus 1.
We all rolled odds. That's pretty crazy.
It is a little coincidental, is it not?
Did I say 5? I meant
Mm-hmm.
4.
4? Okay.
No, not 5.
Okay, that brings us to Jax's turn. So go ahead and roll a d6.
I rolled a 4.
Okay.
I'm prepared.
All right. So go ahead and advance 4 spaces. And then that will bring us to the next person. So hold on just 1 second.
Upon opening my notepad, by the way, I found where I was in Krieg's little board game.
Nice.
I still have. I have that shit written down somewhere.
Yeah. Apparently, I was on 44.
Okay, so as oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish y'all's statement real quick. I need to take a thing of water.
I brought Excalibur guns.
Ooh,
What a beauty.
gorgeous.
He's a pretty boy.
Gorgeous. So as you guys are some feet on the tower, some feet off of the tower, you hear this distant pitter-patter of tiny cloves that are clip-clopping over just the sunset, which makes you guys really curious because you just were looking around and there was absolutely nothing around you. So you sit there also enamored and curious as to how there's a distant pitter-patter of tiny cloven hooves in the distance coming across the hilltop. But with that, you hear the sound of singing. You know, what is thought of seeing doesn't really make sense yet, but These hooves approaching are so clear and coming to a close, and you catch the last few bits, you know. And I know I'll always miss my horsiest friend. Spread your wings and fly. Spread your wings and fly. And as that coming over that hilltop, you see a 3'2" gnome, or wait, a centaur? It looks like it should be a gnome, but the lower half of this gnome is the creature of a miniature pony.
Beautiful. I love it.
There's now a centaur creature standing in front of you.
What do I see in front of me? Sorry.
So you see essentially a tower of of rock winding a staircase above you. The ground is mostly galaxy. There's nothing there. If you fall off, you're just gonna be floating around off into nothingness. There's also like a carved figure statue at the top, and you can see these little buttons as you go up, as if like each button is a space of the game board.
See, I see. Do I see anybody like player wise?
So you see in front of you a small man named Halfred Shortwick, but you don't know their name. You know, you just see a small little dude, you know, just in front of you.
Dude. Okay.
Small little dude in front of you.
He's the only one in my vision at the moment. Correct.
Correct. The rest of the people are somewhat. I'm sorry. Remind me, Jax. Have you rolled yet?
I rolled a 4.
Okay. Yes. So the rest of the people are slightly out of your vision around the tower already.
Cool. Thank you for the information.
Of course.
So it's Jax's turn still.
It is actually. It is Gnome Bastion's turn, so it is your turn.
Oh, it is.
It is your turn to roll. Correct.
Well, I'm just gonna look at this little shorty, obviously, standing at my tower at 3-2. And how tall is this guy?
A cool 3'2".
I'm gonna rear up on my hind legs, staggering 3'4" now, and I'm just gonna say, and that's it. And
Oh.
then, do I roll which?
You roll a
dice?
you roll a d6.
A D6.
Yes.
So I just said Toyota.
Okay.
Toyota.
Toyota. Okay.
And then I rolled a 4.
And hold on, just 1 second. Just 1 second. Let's see. As Gnome Bastion says the word Toyota, you guys like feel this weird feeling come over your heads, and like your eyes get overcome with this shape of a circle with another small circle and then another small circle this way coming that kind of looks like a T, and you hear the words Toyota Motor Company, Hepburn, Toyota, commonly known as simply Toyota, is a Japanese multinational automotive manufacturer headquartered in Toyota City, Aichi, Japan. And all of a sudden it leaves you and you don't understand what you heard. You have no reference of what this means, what that symbol means, nothing. But you just have this feeling that something like a fourth wall has just been broken.
Aw. That is what I am. I am in awe.
Jax is shook, literally. Like he's like oh. All right.
God has appeared.
And no Bastion, I'm sorry. What was your number again? 5.
4.
Oh, 4. Okay, so you are now on the same square as Jax, which the same thing. You must now head off and answer a question. So, you guys must both roll. Let's see. Let's do a D8 and see where you all land.
That is also 4.
Okay.
You know, I thought I had my microphone up and I went to go put it down. Now I feel dumb. I rolled a 7.
A 7? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you feel something flamboyant come over you, Jax, as something clicks near your head, and you just have this feeling that you should just stay really quiet and not move. And this voice starts to say, hmm, what were the names of Dorothy's 3 companions on her journey to see the wizard? She's like, I'll give you a bonus point if you can say it without me giving you any hints.
So, do the other players get do the other players not being asked hear the questions?
They can hear the questions, but they can't respond unless both people have failed and it turns to other players.
Man, there's some bullshit. They get the easy one.
What, so you can't speak though.
And she's like, if you think them properly, I think I can understand. You hear a little
Raise
bit of
one
a
my
buzz, a bug
cloven
language, and
Oh, so I can speak bug.
you can speak bug.
Can I put it in the chat so I don't have to say it aloud?
Correct.
Okay.
Thou may.
I was gonna say buzz, 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 buzz,
Buzz,
buzz.
buzz. A buzz, buzz,
But
buzz.
that would be speaking, would it not?
I just raised one of my cloven hooves. And then, like, I point it up towards my face and I make, like, a questioning, like, talking to me face.
Talking to me. And all of a sudden, Jax, like, even though he doesn't have human-like features, like, some light casts down on Jax, and as it comes off of him, fake eyelashes and really bright pink lipstick is upon him, and she's like, "Ha! You are correct. Please, move forward 4 more spaces."
Hmm.
Sorry, the fact that fake lashes pop up from where he does not have eyelids.
Wait. That would now put Magnolia and Jax on the same square.
Let's see. Yeah, you are correct. You are correct. You're correct. And so it starts to rumble again. It starts to rumble again. And now a spotlight goes on both Magnolia and Jax. And this microphone like pops up and it like is like floating near some ambivalent air source. There's nothing there. There's just a microphone floating, but you can hear, "What does the Wicked Witch of the West use to spy on Dorothy and her friends?" And then she like whips the microphone back, and then we're gonna do a countdown in, so type it in chat, and then I'm gonna count down in 3, 2, 1, and you're gonna pop it in chat.
This is also bullshit. Another easy one?
There are technically 2 correct answers that I'll take. Okay. Whenever you guys are ready. Ready? And 3, 2, 1. Her eyeballs. I mean, technically you're not wrong because she uses her eyeballs to look at the crystal ball.
Can't argue with facts.
I'm sorry, hold on. That one really got me. That one really got me. Her eyeballs, because you're not technically wrong. Like, all right, she chuffs. You feel some smoke blow over you, and she allows Ark to go forward 1 space, and Jax may advance 4 more spaces. The microphone just pops into nothingness. Bubbles are drifting down from where it used to be. Uh, and then the grumbling continues, the shaking of the tower continues, and the spotlight whips down on Hafred. All right, roll your d8. All right, and as you saunter past both Meliodas and Gnome Bastion, um, you just plop down on square 6, and some beautiful sounds are emitted from the top of the tower, some bells, which leads us to round 2, which brings us to Meliodas. So roll a d8.
8.
8. Okay, so that brings you to 13. All right. Nothing happens as you land on square 13. Just maybe some creaking, some dust settling. You see a shooting star off into the side, and you're like, where the fuck am I? What am I doing here? All things going through your head right now. And you don't see anything, but you kind of feel someone going like, yeah. Yeah. On to Magnolia. Please roll a d8.
Is it alright? Like, what are we doing here? There ain't nothing. There ain't
What
shit.
is happening in life?
What are we doing? I'm here to kill shit.
Sorry, what was that, Magnolia? An 8. Okay. All right, so that brings you to square 17, correct? All right, so as you step onto the 17th square, everything starts to hit the fan, and everything falls out from the tower. You guys fall into nothingness, and you guys land essentially in a grass field, somehow taking absolutely no fall damage. If you guys had any, like, for some reason this creature puts herself into your mind, and you think of falling from Kingdom Hearts, you don't understand what Kingdom Hearts necessarily is, but you see the scene from this thing called a video game, and you're like, okay, I can fuck with that. As you fall, 2 flying monkeys appear in front of the group, and you must now roll for initiative.
Quick question. Can I do a backflip on the way down?
You can do a backflip if you roll for athletics.
Who's got to roll initiative?
Everyone's got to roll for initiative.
So that's a 9 for the athletics check. And we looking on that.
14.
Okay, so as you attempt to do a backflip, you hit like a little meteor falling through space as you're trying to land on the ground gracefully, and you do like a squat and just absolutely land doing the splits. So
Amazing.
let's roll for a strength saving check to make sure that those chestnuts did not endure any damage upon the fall.
That's a 10.
A 10, okay. Luckily, you are bruised, but have taken no physical damage. Not only is your physical bruised, but your ego may also be bruised.
I'm just gonna oof. That's it.
Melio's point at him and laugh.
Honda Civic.
On the Civic.
What are you talking about, you little fucking horse gnome?
Toyota.
Toyota.
Yeah,
And I point my finger to myself. I'm like, no, Alfred.
Toyota.
No, Alfred.
Toyota Camry.
No, Alfred Shortwork.
Mm. He points at himself. Little known bastion. He points at Meliodas. Honda Civic.
The fuck up. Oh,
So,
Oh my god. Okay.
Otis wants to attack Little Known Bastion.
Huh?
Huh?
What did you say, son?
What? Did you not hear me?
I did not hear you, my bad.
No, that makes sense. What's up?
damn.
He points at you.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So,
And he nods. By the way, I just want to point out that the only language that I know is cars.
This is gonna be
Oh.
amazing.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that brings us to the top of the loop, which is Hafrid. So what would you like to do? There are two flying monkeys in front of the group. And they look pretty beefy. Like, for some reason, they look like they have just been absolutely not hitting or not missing any leg or arm day. Like, these guys are buff.
How far away from them are we?
You are approximately 25 feet away from them.
Gonna puff my chest up, and with a straight face, with no emotion whatsoever, I say, I am in a rage. And I go by running away. And I take my great axe, and I skip towards them, and I attack them.
Okay. All right. All right. Um let's roll for attack for that.
It's a 23.
Oh, okay. That's definitely going to hit.
Nice. So, give me 1 second. Let me roll real quick. 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay.
Yep.
Which one would you like to hit? The one on the left or the right?
Let's do the one on the right.
All right. And you are raged up. Would you like to describe a little bit how you attack them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
after
after I calmly and with a straight face say I am in a rage, I start skipping, like how Dorothy does on a yellow brick road. Start skipping at him with my great axe in hands. I stop right in front of him. I take it up and bring it straight down onto him.
it's kind of like you whip a hammer.
Okay. All right, so it slices into him and it kind of like it chops a little into his bicep, but as your axe comes out, he just kind of like shoves it off and he kind of like shakes it off. He's bleeding a little bit, but not too much. He still looks really buff and ready to fuck things up. Okay.
I maintain eye contact with them.
All right, that brings us to Jax.
Just imagined like what I you know what Tinkaton is, right?
I don't.
That's what I am. It's the Pokemon with the giant.
Oh wait,
heart.
yes.
That's what I just imagined in my brain. That just happened. That's amazing. I love
Oh,
that.
yep.
Yeah. Anyway.
Have you seen Captain Bolt? Imagine it with his face.
Oh my gosh.
Shit. Okay. So there's two of them, right?
There are.
And they're just right in front of us.
Yeah, about 25 feet away.
Okay. Want to make sure that I avoid this new person here. He seems to be doing pretty all right. I don't think have we met Heffron?
Nope, this is the first time I've met
I was
anyone.
gonna say first time, but he seems cool. But I'm gonna make sure I do everything to make sure to avoid him. I do not want him in the attack. Um, there's nowhere to hide here, is there?
Absolutely not. There's literally just grass that slopes off into, it looks like a starry field.
Okay. I'm looking way past level 1. I apologize. I'm still in my old notes. Okay. So, we're gonna pull out crossbow. I'm gonna load up 2 arrows. We're gonna do what we do
Okay.
best. We're gonna shoot 2 shots.
Okay. Let's roll for attack.
Man, that sucks. Oh, hold on. What is my strength?
The heck, girl?
It's not bad. Rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2.
It's a 6. This sucks.
All right, that is unfortunately not going to hit. So you rear up to unleash your crossbows, and they fly right through the feathers of their wings and do not damage their wings at all.
I figured.
Okay. That brings us to Magnolia.
Okay. I'm going to attack the monkeys with a javelin if I can.
Okay. Let's see if you can hit him.
18.
Okay, that will hit. And then what is your damage roll for it?
It's 2d6 bludgeoning plus 3, so that's 10.
Okay. See which one do you want to hit?
The one on the right.
Okay. So you will go ahead and swing, and then would you like to describe how you hit them?
I'm going to wind back the javelin and throw it kind of like a football. Like, it looks sloppy, although it feels like it's gonna hit. So
Okay. All right. So the javelin kind of winds back, and you see it wobble just a little bit. And then as Magnolia releases it, that javelin straightens out and just shears itself into one of the wings of the flying monkeys, and it drops down to the ground. Now one of its wings is just absolutely completely fucked. Which does bring us actually to that flying monkey's turn. It's now pissed. Its wing is real fucked, bloodied, and it's going to turn its head at Magnolia and just kind of like angrily point at it. And the thing that rushes through your guys' heads kind of reminds you of something called Family Guy and like something like a monkey pointing out of a closet. And you don't understand where this reference comes from. But you just like you just feel it in your heart. Like this monkey is now angry. It's pissed.
oh my god, I'm gonna get pissed back right at it.
Oh no. And even though it is pissed, it remembers its family in the forest that was annihilated several fortnights ago. And as it starts to come at you with its fists, it just breaks down crying, sobbing onto the floor. It rolled a nat 1, by the way. Um, and it's just like laying in its own tears, just like angrily pointing at you. And it takes out a picture frame of the drunk monkey that fell over the treasure chest and is just like sitting there like stroking it as it's laying in its own tears. It is now Meliodas' turn.
So sad.
How close is the monkey to me, or do I just get a chance to attack it?
They're about 25 feet in front of you.
Oh, cool. So I'm gonna blast it with an anti-magic ball.
Okay. Let's roll for it.
17.
Okay. And then what is the stats of that? Like, what do you roll the damage for?
2d10.
Oh, what d10?
2d10.
2d10. Okay, go ahead and roll.
That's 1270. I'm done. 14.
14. Okay, and then which one do you want to hit?
Whichever one looks scarier.
They both look pretty scary, but one is just having, a really healthy emotional, processing moment right now. And we can't take from, and this rant starts going on in your head, and you can't help yourself.
Yeah, hit that one.
That one? That's the one you want to hit, the one that's crying?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. All right, so Meliodas manifests this giant anti-magic orb from their hands and just pulses it towards this poor flag monkey that's just sitting there stroking its picture frame. As the anti-magic ball comes forward, it fucks up the picture frame because the picture frame was enchanted, and the picture frame just absolutely explodes out of nowhere, knocking the monkey back. Which then, of course, makes the monkey just scream and howl in emotional pain. And then the magic orb absolutely blasts it on its ass. And as it lands, instead of seeing a flying monkey, you see a stuffed animal with some symbols attached. And you're not really sure what the hell's going on. But that monkey is no longer there. All right. Would you like to do anything else, Meliodas?
Can I put my Oz glasses on?
Yeah, you can if you want to.
Oh, I do.
Okay. All right, so Meliodas decides to put on the Oz glasses. Let's do a roll for investigation.
$13.
And when you put the glasses on, you can see this strange, like, sheen over the monkey, but that's really all you can tell. Like, the monkey that was once there that's now a stuffed animal. It just looks a little funky with your glasses on, but really that's all you can tell. There's like a tint to it.
So I'm gonna take out my notebook.
Okay.
And my quill. Right? And I'm going to write inside of the notebook that the stuffed monkey in front of me becomes a flying monkey that is my friend.
Let's see.
And when I write this, I'm going to infuse the words with my anti-magic inside of this notebook.
Let's do 2 rolls. Give me one for performance and then one for animal handling. Gru, what the heck? What are you doing?
I'll do this first, and that is a 14.
What for which one?
Performance.
Okay.
And animal handling is an 18.
Okay. All right, so this succeeds, but it has a catch. All right. So as you cast this and write into your notebook, the monkey in front of you develops a turn key on its back, and the turn key has to be cranked every rest or so, otherwise it will no longer work. And you do gain a flying monkey friend, but it is not necessarily alive unless you turn the key, per se. I will DM you later about this. Do you see this, Gru? Like,
I do. Hello.
what the heck? Hold on, maybe I don't know if it'll work because I'm also streaming. No, it won't. What the heck, Gru? Like, you can't blame her. You can't change her. But congratulations on getting a flying monkey.
Yeah.
Okay, Gru, do you mind? Okay,
What
which
you got,
then
bro?
brings us to Little Gnome Bastion's turn.
So, I look around at my companions here. I see Mr. Honda Civic and Toyota Camry. What does Magnolia and Jax look like?
I swear to fucking God, if you call me a beetle bug, I'm gonna lose it.
Are you a beetle?
Yeah.
That
Yep.
is so incredible.
You could do. Oh, you could call them Volkswagen.
Okay. So I've already got Jax figured out. Magnolia, what do you look like, sir?
Female, human, about 5'10", has red hair, pretty muscular.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Wear like barber's clothes.
Uh, gonna look at Jax, and he's gonna wave, and he's holding what looks like two kitchen knives in either hand. One in
Okay.
either hand, sorry. And he says, Volkswagen. Nice. 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 And then he looks over at Magnolia, and he says, Subaru.
Stop it.
And he turns back at Halfred, and he says, Toyota Camry. And he goes up to him, and he puts a hand on his shoulder, and then he says, vroom, vroom. And so, I'm gonna be using, what's it called? Defense. And so on his next attack, I would like him to add a 4. Oh, sorry, an ability check. Okay. Then on your next athletics check, you can add a d4.
Vroom vroom. Okay.
Vroom, vroom.
Vroom vroom. Okay.
No. Just next ability check. It's like floating. Any ability check, they can choose when to use it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you
Oh
can
my gosh.
any d4 for an ability that you do.
Okay.
And that'll be my action for the turn. That's all.
Okay. Vroom vroom.
Vroom, vroom.
All right. That brings us to the top of the roll, which is Halfred Shortwick.
I'm gonna attack the same one I'm eyeing down. I'm gonna attack him again.
Well, that one has been transformed. The one that you were eyeing down. Like as he shrunk down into a toy, your stare down turned to the other one. So y'all still in eyes locked out. It's just now a new guy.
Well, I attack that one.
All right, let's roll for it.
I got a 19 base.
That will definitely hit. They'll definitely hit.
That is 7 damage. And so I'm gonna go up to him.
Still eye contact. I raise my great axe up and I say, "Vroom vroom, punk," and then I bring it down.
Okay.
That's 7 damage as I said already.
Yes. Okay. All right. Vroom vroom punk, and you smash into him. In a barbarian rage.
Yes.
And he looks at you confused, not understanding what vroom vroom means. Which then brings us to Jax.
Awesome. Once
Fork
again,
smack.
And
I love
as
my friend.
it becomes your turn, you hear like this kind of like chuff of disgust, like for just being your turn. And like for some reason, you just get this overwhelming feel that someone's just disgusted that you exist. Just letting you know.
I have the cards against me. So rigged. Oh my god. Anyway, at that, I'm gonna pay attention to the last monkey we need to attack here. And, um, since I failed my arrow, we're just gonna go out with the big guns to try and impress our friends here.
Okay.
And we're gonna load the rapier onto the crossbow.
Oh.
Um,
Fuck.
Oh shit.
Okay.
we're
Wow.
gonna aim.
Meliodas just audible with that one. Like y'all just hear Meliodas go, "What the fuck?"
Okay. Let's do an athletics. No, let's do an
Holy
acrobatics
shit.
roll. Yeah, acrobatics roll.
Yeah, I'd probably run that one in acrobatics.
21.
Okay. Okay. And then what was your roll for the attack? Remind me.
It was an 18.
Okay, so that does hit. So roll for your damage.
Anyway, I just need that for a moment.
Oh
Alrighty.
fuck! I forgot to do clean shit.
Ooh. Let's see here.
And then after the end of this roll, we'll take a slight intermission break. Like a
Yeah.
little go up into the cyclone session.
That's
Could
A 12. Okay. All right, and
you
then
all
go ahead and describe how you'd like to attack this remaining monkey.
I aim it directly for his forehead.
Okay,
And
let's roll for. Let's see. Let's do athletics. No, let's do a stealth roll to see if you can get a crit for a headshot.
No fucking way. That was a nat 20.
It was a nat 20.
Yeah.
All right, you'll kill him. So go ahead and kill him.
Yeah, buddy.
just forehead point?
Hmm?
I said right through his forehead.
Right through his forehead. And the spider-looking rapier that Jax loads onto his crossbow glimmers through the air at this flying monkey. And you guys see Jax do like a little happy dance after, like he's so confident. And he just kind of like blows a kiss at the air as if to say like, "See what I did? See what I did?" As the rapier strikes the flying monkey in the head, just insta.
Like, look at me, guys. I'm fucking cracked.
As the sword goes through the monkey's head, I'm gonna pull out my bagpipes and start to play a song for him.
I like that. I like that. Okay. And with that,
At Jax in like approval, like fuck yeah.
hell
Thumbs
yeah.
up.
With that, the body of the flying monkey hits the ground and it twitches. You have a short amount of time to react, to loot anything, look around real quick, but this area will start to disintegrate really quickly.
I wanna loot.
All right, go ahead and look around. Roll me for some investigation.
I also want to pull my rapier out of his head.
You can also retrieve your rapier.
Okay. Investigation, right?
Mm-hmm.
16.
Okay, you do find a couple of some good berries around. You also find two feathers from the flying monkey's wing that got fucked up that hadn't been turned back into plush or stuffing. So feel free to pick those up.
I rolled that nat 20 on
Okay. You find not only a feather or two, a berry or two, but you also find a little watch trinket. And so I will send you a DM later about a little watch. Okay. All right. Anybody else?
I was gonna ask to look, but then I rolled a 1d8, so I probably wouldn't see anything.
You would just get like a good berry. You'd get a good berry.
Yeah, I'll take it. Holiday berry.
Okay. All right. And as your hands pick up the good berry, by the time it enters your palm and you stand up, you guys are back at the same spots on the clock tower, like nothing ever happened. Which does bring us back to, let's see, Jax's turn.
Craig had a question in the chat.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It must have had it scrolled down. It is about the size of an eagle. All right, we're going to take a slight break, go up into the cyclone real quick, and then we will be back. I also am going to grab a drink or two.
I will also grab a drink. So.
Yeah, so we will be back shortly.
Take the time to work on my backstory. As of right now, my backstory is real good at wrestling.
Good at wrestling.
My personality traits doesn't talk much. Talks like he's in an old anime.
Incredible.
I think we're gonna get along swell.
Oh
As
yeah.
a person that does not speak. This is gonna be awesome.
His ideals? What drives and motivates your characters?
I want to learn more about the world's plants and animals and things. Even
Mine's
though,
just friendship.
no, I'm a barbarian.
It's incredible.
Bonds? Whom does your
I want
character
to be
care
smart
most
so
about?
bad. I want to be smart so bad. Dropping answers like, she looks at it with her eyeballs. Like, yeah, that's how she spies.
All right, Kirkle, shall we toast? Also, I got 50 followers. I'm so excited.
Let's go.
I think I'm like now affiliate, if not almost there. I think I have to have several people chatting in the chat at a certain time to make it, but I'm so excited. So thanks to everybody who showed support along the way. It means a lot.
Oh, it's because I used all caps.
Oh.
You need chatters? Question? Exclamation point?
I can adjust that because I really don't mind if people spam all caps.
Yeah, my ideals, friendship, bonds, bagpipes. Flaws, you'll find out.
That checks out. Bagpipes.
Yeah, yeah. He is bonded to his bagpipes. He loves his bagpipes.
I have an instrument. I have not played it yet, though.
Oh, he's playing his bagpipes right now for that fallen monkey. Got absolutely sorted to the forehead.
I don't even know how to pronounce this instrument, so I'm not gonna try.
As Meliodas is like, winding up the toy or the toy monkey, the monkey kind of soars back to life, and it like flaps her a little bit and it like comes to rest on the ground and it's there for a little bit and then you see it like pull out this like picture from its pocket and then put it back inside its pocket really quickly.
I want to ask the monkey about the picture.
He like makes some signs of like female monkey, wife. And the monkey is not necessarily the most beautiful monkey ever, but it's like a monkey trying its best to smile with a pink bow in its hair.
That's a beautiful monkey.
He like looks at Jax, who like chitters this and Bug, and like like he like his eyes are like glistening, like thank you, thank you.
And he nods, as in like, don't forget a bit. Don't forget it, buddy. I got you.
Oh! The monkey like puts the picture back in its pocket and immediately points at you, baring its teeth.
Walk just in front of Alfred. We want the camera. And he holds up a dagger, like, in a defensive position, like, towards the monkey.
He looks at Gnome Bastion and Halford, and he tilts his head, and he kind of starts to use sign language, as in trying to say like, "Do you know it? Can you read this?" Before he figures out if he can, if somebody can speak sign language.
I'm gonna put my knives away, and I'm just gonna throw up some gang signs.
Oh my god.
And Jax just gives you like this like no gesture and like points at his throat as if to say like cut it out.
As you
He's gonna
throw
draw
up
his knife again.
yeah, as you throw up the gang sign, you hear like a really like flamboyant gasp. And let's see. I need you to roll for persuasion.
Persuasion. 1 moment. That is a 24.
As you drop this gang sign, the air of the galaxy gets a little colder, and sunglasses slowly slide onto your face. Okay. Wrapping up our break. We'll be back really soon.
I still have eyelashes and pink lipstick, don't I?
Yes, you do. Where are they? Who knows? Who knows where they are? You also, like, smell really good right now.
I was gonna add the 2 feathers to his like horns, and just to kind of glam it up for now.
Are we still in combat?
We are no longer in combat. Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. We are no longer in combat. We are doing... we are just back at the clock tower in our original positions, standing on our spaces. Meliodas was just winding up his newfound flying monkey toy, which Halfred insulted the picture of his wife. And he's not gonna forget that, just so you know. His wife is really... fuck that wife! His wife is really near and dear to him, and while his wife, you know, does struggle from time to time to do her job because she does indulge in the pumpkin juice from around the lands, she's gorgeous to him. She's his world. So, be careful. Careful. Alright. Alright, so we are back. let's see. I believe we left off with it being Jax's turn to roll. So go ahead and roll for your spot. And you can kind of see, like, Ark looks like halfway up this tower right now. Like, Ark's booked it. They're at spot 17, Krig's at 13, Jax is at 12, Nombastion's 4, and Halfrick is at 6.
It was a 1d8, right?
Correct.
I rolled a 7.
Okay. All right. And so you are now on 19, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Do a wisdom saving throw. Damn, y'all landed on all the numbers that I like booby trapped.
We just got away.
Yeah, you just got away.
Yeah, I did that math right. 17.
Ooh, you actually do not pass that. So you feel this like two giant feet drop close to where you're perching. You don't see anything, but you can hear these like click clacky of, you don't know why you think this or what the word acrylic nails even mean to you in this world, but you just have this feeling that someone's hands are just like click clacking acrylics in front of you and you can't tell why, you know? So this
Fucking die.
this voice says, "You've landed on my trap once again, little bug." And you just hear this like absolute clacking like crazy. Like you just, something smells really good. Like you're just kind of like, I could get used to smelling this. Now granted, is it your olfactory senses since you're an invertebrate? I don't know, but you just get the sense that it smells really good. Something's really fresh and clean in front of you. And so she says, "What iconic line does Dorothy say when she arrives in the land of Oz?"
Oh my gosh, hold on.
"I can give you a hint, but you won't get nearly as far, little ugly bug."
Oh, you son of a gun.
And you like feel like claws kind of scrape down the side of the walls next to you. You see like little sparkly gems embedded where the scratch marks are left.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Yeah.
And she chuffs. You feel this giant, giant ball of air just like hit you. And you hear her whisper, "You've escaped me this time, little bug." And all of a sudden, like this giant poof appears upon where your head should be, like a wig, like a curly white wig.
I'm gonna be a drag queen, mama.
And like your blush is now intensified thricely.
The Grinch. Blush intensified 3 times that day.
I'm literally turning into a drag queen because she doesn't see me as perfect.
Okay, so so that brings us to Magnolia's turn, who is, let's see, on number 17.
Drag queens are perfect confirmed. Alright, Antoinette, try to hit your corner again. That's D6, right?
1d8.
D8. My bad. 2.
2. Okay. That does bring you to 19, which puts you butt to butt. Oh, wait, did I make that mistake? Was it not Jax next?
It was me. I think because
I think it was Gnome Bastion next then.
No, Bastion goes.
So I apologize, Magnolia. I'll hold your roll.
My bad.
I had a 5 when I came in. I don't know if that changed anything.
You had a what?
I rolled a 5 on my initial like starting roll to get into the initiative here.
Okay.
I have down for Leotis, Magnolia, Jax, Lobo, Bastion, Halfbreed.
Yeah, so it was no
Okay.
Bastion next then, so I
So,
apologize.
I'm gonna just start to play on my bagpipes.
Okay.
And it's gonna start off as we're off to see the wizard, right? But
Can
then he's
you
gonna get confused and then start to play the Game of Thrones intro.
roll for performance?
Yes. 16. Or
16.
actually 16 plus 5, so 21.
Okay. So you play that perfectly. You do not hit a single incorrect note, and you feel like a chuff of approval because for some reason you just get this stomach feel that if you were to play a wrong note, which would sound, let's just say, ugly, thou would be smited.
Wait, have you heard bagpipes before?
As long as thou's not wrong note.
Okay. I was gonna say bagpipes sound pretty ugly.
So I don't know, you're playing a dangerous game. You're playing a dangerous game.
So I rolled a D8, right?
A D8, correct.
Okay, that's a 3.
Okay. Which gets you on a 7. So you hear kind of like this humming in your head of kind of like the bagpipe tune that you were just playing, and you hear something whispered close to your ear. Play it again. And play it better.
He thinks to himself for a moment, and then he plays the same exact thing he just played, but backwards. That is a natural 20.
Stop it! You fucking stop
No,
it!
I got it right now. Screenshot it.
Fucking stop it.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh my god. Okay, so as you play each note, you feel kind of like a bobbing and swaying back and forth as if the tune is being enjoyed, and crystals rain down upon you as the nails retreat from their place between your head.
Nice. With that, actually, with me playing the bagpipes as beautifully as I did, can I see anybody nearby?
You can roll for perception if you wish.
Perception. What is it? 21.
Okay. You see nothing.
Okay, so nobody's in my eye line.
The only person you can see directly behind you is Halfred.
Okay. I'm gonna just point at Halfred and play the bagpipes, and I'm gonna bardically inspire him.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So on his next failed d20, need to roll a d6 to add to that roll.
Okay. So he has bardic inspiration. Nice. All right, and then are you done with your turn? No Bastion?
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Okay, so then that brings us to Halfred Shortwick, who also has bardic inspiration now.
Awesome.
Try to move forward.
Sorry, what was that?
Do I
Do I
need to
need
move
to move
forward?
forward?
What am
What
I
am I
rolling?
rolling?
Yeah, 1d8.
That's a 3.
All right, and that brings us to 9. And as Halfred's foot hits that number 9 block, um, he hears roaring in the background and laughing as everybody just absolutely just has this urge to like kind of just fling their hand out. They just don't know why, but they just feel like kind of doing it. And those that are able to resist it, they're fine, but those that just feel like submitting to it, when they pull their hands back, they're manicured.
Damn.
Interesting.
I thought it was gonna be the hokey pokey.
So as Halfred is sitting here kind of sweating a little bit, she starts to rumble. Who is revealed to be the wizard at the end of the movie?
Am I being asked this with my character's knowledge or my player's knowledge?
She looks at Edgar and she kind of narrows her eyes and she kind of like rolls her eyes a little bit and she's like, both of you, you doofuses. She taps her nails a little bit.
Hold on. Okay. Some asshole. Just some asshole. That's my final answer.
She's like, oh, I'll take it only because I think that he's an asshole myself. You got away this time. And she like slinks away. As she glides past Jax, she like kind of trips him just a little bit.
Man, am I being MJ'd right now?
Oh, it sounds like it, honestly.
You didn't say you were gonna be here and then not be here and bail on us last minute. What are you talking about?
Poor MJ. Poor MJ.
And nobody dropping rocks on you. Like, you weren't metagaming. I'm confused.
I got tripped.
Is your wrist broken?
Oh, okay, there we go.
Did you break any wrists? Can you say that?
No, Jax got tripped.
You feel something like
To not break my wrists. There is no.
you feel something like shift towards Krieg and like Krieg is actually being spoken to at this moment and she says, darling, you know that if MJ were here I would break his wrist and so much more. And then she just absolutely poofs away from existing beyond the fourth wall. Which brings us to Meliodas' turn.
Well, if you can still hear me, as you should.
You hear some, like, acrylics clacking. Alright, roll that 1d8.
Alright, bro. This is the wall. Yes, luck. The lizard luck. Yeah, alright. We got a 5.
Okay. Alright. And you land on the 18th square, and nothing happens. The flying monkey does, however, take out his picture and, like, stroke his wife's picture one more time.
Bro, listen. Fuck that midget. Right? Don't let him bother you because he's short.
And he clutches the picture to his chest and he just shakes his head.
He insulted you to make you feel bad because he feels bad about how fucking short he was.
And he like he flies a little bit around just to like make eye contact with Halford and just flips him off. Does it make your wife any less ugly?
I shut that out in character.
Where's your wife, buddy?
He just like absolutely has like a grimace on and he's just shaking his head back and forth. Absolutely. Absolutely not.
So now
You've just
Meliodas
made an enemy.
would and be like, do you even have a wife, bro? Just curious. Just wondering. Do you have a wife?
Hold on, I'm thinking of a response.
Is it part of the backstory yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
trying to get to that part. I'm like, huh, what do I want this backstory to be? We'll say no. No, I do not have one.
Damn.
So, why you dissing that? At least he got a wife, right?
Yeah,
Like,
at least he got a wife.
whatever he want. What do you?
I'm just gonna be
Nothing.
Just-
Ain't getting shit. You're out here with us, adventuring, getting no booty.
When you guys blink, the picture frame goes from being just kind of a normal picture frame to like gold encrusted and just ornately decorated. Absolutely bejeweled.
But yeah. So, anyways, stop fucking with my monkey homie here, right? You can be. Just worry about you and not having a wife hand in hand.
Damn.
All right,
Damn.
let's go.
Okay. All right, that brings us to Jax. You hear kind of like this like just really disappointed sigh when it comes to Jax's turn.
He's gonna look around, confused. What's going on?
Man, I got another 7. What is with 7?
7. Damn. Okay.
It is my lucky number. Never mind.
It's not hungry right now.
Okay. So, luckily you do not hit any traps or triggers. But she does kind of chuff and say, "All right, little bug. If you want, you can answer this one if you so please." And then she says, "What causes poppies to lose the sleeping effect? I can give you a hint if your little bug brain can't figure it out."
What causes poppies to lose their sleeping effect?
Yes.
Can I have Magic Bones answer this one for me?
Sure. It is a type of weather.
It's not rain.
Think of the movie. Think of the movie, she says.
Man, this one's tough. Is it just like stormy weather?
Mm-mm.
God.
Snow.
All of a sudden, the lights around Meliodas' square starts to light up and ding. And he absolutely... I'm assuming you have claws. Is that correct? You have claws?
Mm-hmm.
Your claws are absolutely now absolutely bejeweled to the hilt. Like, I'm talking like a $500 or $600 manicure, like hand painted,
Like red and black though.
like
Only red.
yeah, hand painted exactly how you want it. They're bejeweled. They are absolutely fleek as fuck. And you may now move ahead 5 paces.
I can get behind this, to be honest. When I'm ripping throats out.
You feel kind of like this like preternatural like fist bump. Like, of course, protecting the nails. You know what I mean?
Right.
All right, all right. And then that brings us to Gnome Bastion.
Okay. So nobody's in my vision except for Alfred.
Correct. He's now 2 steps in front of you. There, you can hear some people above you.
Perfect. So I rolled a 6.
Okay.
And as I walk past Alfred, my bagpipes will sing to the tune. You ever heard that like meme where it goes like do 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 do? You know what I'm talking about? The jazz. He's gonna do that.
Okay. Okay.
As he walks past
All right.
Alfred. Exactly.
So you hear her.
Right here.
You hear flapping of wings. And as you hear these flapping of wings, a question whispers across your ears that says, "Who helps Dorothy and her friends get into the Emerald City?"
Nissan Versa.
You feel this massive gust of air, and you don't know what it's from, but you get this feeling that it's from these massive, fleek eyelashes. And she said, "Can you clarify? Can someone translate?"
Nissan Versa.
I'm the gift that's up in the chat. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm clapping, going, "Good answer, good answer."
Who helps Dorothy and her friends get into the Emerald City?
Nissan Versa.
Anyone? Anyone?
He's gonna go back to playing his bags.
It's her friends, isn't it?
Who helps her?
Fine, I will give you some answers.
Is it that one princess lady?
Yeah.
Hush, hush, hush! Hush, hush, hush! To the Tin Man? The wizard himself? Galinda? Or the gatekeeper?
Isn't it?
What's the gatekeeper? Open the gate and let him in.
Fine, 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 fine. Go forward, little halfling! You disgust me!
I shrug as I walk.
You can walk forward 5 spaces, she spits.
He's still playing his bagpipes as you walk back.
She glares at the bagpipes.
Can I inspect the spit?
Gross. Yes, you may inspect the spit.
Hey, maybe you can trace what kind of animal it is, what kind of creature it is, you know?
Oh, so like, Meliodas looks at Lil Gnome Bastion and Halfred, like one after the other, and then back, and then back, and just kind of like cocks an eyebrow at him, like, and he says, "Are you guys like out of your damn minds?
Dude, that gif of like the eyelashes is perfect.
What the fuck brought us here? Brought us here, and y'all are pissing them off on purpose."
You'll just like feel some giant like flat like fluttering. Like these giant eyelashes be batting right now.
I'm gonna.
This head be shaking up and down. She be pointing. She be pointing.
And looking at Meliodas. I'm just gonna say, Undercivic.
You know, this particular entity that we're dealing with reminds me of someone most of us have met, and Meliodas at this point kind of follows the suit of the entity and looks at the camera, at everybody sitting here in the group, and is like, y'all remember Joan? Now, I know, and that bitch was nuts. As nice as she is, she's a little. This lady reminds me of her. So you should probably stop trying to piss her off.
He nods his head.
And literally like next to Krieg in his webcam, you see like and like just nails pop out and just be like period and like pop back to the realm that she exists from. um and as she clicks and clacks to that, that brings us to, let's see, it was just Gnome Bastion that we had. So now it is Halfred Shortwake's turn.
Oh, he's inspecting the spit.
Hold on, I'm adding everything real quick.
Inspecting the spit. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you need to inspect the spit.
No, I was being serious because I'm like, what if the spit can tell me a little more about the creature who's kidnapped us? Like, what if I can
No,
truly
you
inspect the creature?
can. Yeah, definitely.
Is Bardic a D6? I believe it is, right?
On a failed roll, you can use it.
Oh, on a failed roll. So as of right now, with guidance and
Am I doing investigation then? Since I'm inspecting it, or perception? I think investigation. What do you think?
Say that one more time.
So I'm inspecting it. So am I doing investigation or am I doing perception?
Investigation.
without Bardic, it's 15.
Okay. You can see that the saliva is really stringy, and there are bits of glitter uh inside of the saliva. And then also it looks like a tooth gem has recently fallen out in this bit of dropped saliva. So there's like a 14-carat diamond just chilling there.
I'm gonna pick up that diamond.
Yeah, you can pick up that diamond.
Pick up that diamond.
Can I
So
see Halfred?
Let's see. Halfred is like 2.5 turns beneath you.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I'm just watching this guy dig through spit, and he just picks up this giant rock of a ring.
Yup.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Toyota Corolla.
Okay.
And then I roll a d8 to move forward since it's a 5.
Okay. All right. All right, and as your foot lands on the 19, it like sparks like several times and like burns out as though the trap has already been triggered. But something like whispers across your mind, and they ask, what color were Dorothy's slippers in the original Wizard of Oz book by Frank L. Baum?
I know in the movie it was red. If the movie was strict to the book, then it would also be red. So my final answer is red.
And nothing happens, but you don't advance.
Alrighty then.
The question kind of circles to everybody else.
Silver.
Whoever answers silver can move forward 2 spaces and let me know who said silver.
I did. I put it in the chat.
Okay. I said 2 spaces. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would a movie not stick to the book? What the fuck?
Yeah, 18. And then, Craig, did you say silver?
No, I said blue.
Okay. No Bastion, what did you say?
He was just playing on his bagpipes.
Okay, he was playing his bagpipes. You can just advance one just for playing your bagpipes.
Perfect. He's gonna groovily hop to the next one.
Okay. All right, and then that brings us back to the top with Meliodas. And currently Jax is at the top with 27, and then you are right behind with 23, Meliodas.
Well, I just get 3 more.
All right, 3 more.
Yeah.
28 for mine.
You were, 28. Okay. And then, let's see. As you sit on the stoop of your spot, some bejeweled saliva kind of drips down on each side of you, and you hear, what song does Dorothy sing early in the movie? I hate her stupid little voice. Humans are filthy little creatures. Disgusting. And she kind of glares a little bit at Magnolia.
Girl, let me tell you how much I agree. I agree so much that I never even listened to that bitch sing.
And she literally, like, she doesn't even, like, let you finish. She just, like, you feel, like, these really soft hands that are manicured but also large just, like, gently push you 2 spaces forward. So you are now on spot number 28. She was like, all I needed to hear. All I needed to hear.
Fuck that Dorothy bitch.
You hear, like, snapping.
Oh.
Alright, and then that passes us to Magnolia, and you hear kind of like a little bit of a slightly disgusted sigh as it comes to your turn. Like, she just... She
Wait,
just...
is Magnolia not just like a semi-similar
She's a human! She's a
And
human!
she's also got red hair, right?
Human! You don't understand.
Magnolia does have red hair, doesn't she?
Yeah, I think so. That's pretty funny, actually.
You rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you are now on 19. Tim, y'all triggered the shit out of some of these. Okay.
Kind of looking over my shoulder like, damn, I can't believe I'm this disgusting. Okay.
She like chuffs as you mention how disgusting you are, and she like snaps her fingers, and your red hair is now beautifully ornately braided, which to you looks like a hot fucking mess, but to her looks gorgeous. And it's like all of these branches with all of these gold bangles, and your hair has maybe like made you at least 2 feet taller now.
Oh my god.
And she asks, what phrase does the glorious Wicked Witch of the West yell as she melts?
Shit. Is it the I'll get you?
I mean, that is close,
Hmm.
but it's before that.
I just remember her screaming a lot, honestly.
Ah!
Am I wrong for that?
Ah! I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too. It's right before. It's right before that.
I'm drawing a blank.
Is it? You'll never defeat me. This isn't over, my pretty. Or I'm melting. I'm melting. It is. Move forward 2 spaces.
Stop drawing along, lifting up the dress that I'm now wearing, right?
Absolutely. Petticoat and all.
Oh yes.
Petticoat and all.
Step on up with my now gloriously tall hair.
And this just absolute feeling of just this she's like, I just don't want to, I just don't want to, as it comes to Jax's turn. She's like, you know that you know when you have to go to work? She's like, and it's just one of those days where you just don't want to go to work, and you just have to go to work because if you don't go to work, you're not going to get health insurance, and then you can't pay for all of the things that you want because your body's falling apart, and it's just capitalism. And she just starts absolutely ranting about some very specific conspiracy theories about the United States healthcare and everything about it. And then she just finally stops after about 5 minutes of ranting, and she's like, "Oh, fine, this stupid bug's turn. Go ahead, go ahead." And you just feel like she's not even looking at you, like you know, like a cat when they just don't want to look at you, their butt is turned to you. That's exactly what's happened. Just go, just go on.
Voluptuous booty.
She like
Just I mean, if she's sticking her ass out on us, is it voluptuous?
she like scoots you ahead one more spot. You're on now space 29.
Just one.
Hear me?
Oh, now I can hear you.
Okay. My entire computer glitched as you said that, so I'm convinced I'm just very cursed.
Oh my gosh. It's because she
Just
hates you
left
so
off.
much. She hates you that much.
She literally took my hearing away.
She literally hates you that much. Like,
I
Yeah.
can relate. Maybe she took mine.
My entire screen glitched, and then I was gone. And I'm like, well,
Vanished.
so I got to, you know that feeling when you go to work and then it just glitched?
Kind of ranted about capitalism.
yeah, she ranted about capitalism and, like, you know, like healthcare and having to go to work when you really don't want to, even if you don't feel good. And, you know, just like all the things wrong with, like, United States and capitalism and insurance and healthcare in general.
No.
5 minutes she ranted. 5 minutes. And then she finally came back and was like, oh god, finally the bug's turn. Just go ahead. And then she turned around, put her glorious behind to you like a cat, giving you the butt, and waited for you to roll.
Okay. That's, oh, that's an 8.
An 8. Okay. And as you get up, you realize that there's nothing past 30. You have reached the top. And at the top is this glorious, glorious sculpture of a dragon that is absolutely encrusted with jewels every inch. Even the eyelashes extend feet from its sculptured surface. Its nails look absolutely glorious. And all 3 of you are just teleported to the top of this tower in front of this giant dragon.
All three of who?
Everybody. The rest of the crew is teleported to the top.
So who got there first?
It was Jax.
Okay.
Jax is the one who
As
got
we're
there
getting
first.
teleported, I'm just gonna dance like this gnome right here.
Okay. Okay.
Still playing the bagpipes.
All right. All right. Okay. And at the top here, it's a really big clock tower at the top here. It spans about, I want to say, like 60 feet in diameter. it's pretty open. There's not really much going on, except for at the center where that statue exists. And you feel like something's watching you, but you can't really see or sense anything other than that slight creepy feeling. And what would you guys like to do?
So we're all up now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
There's that dragon though.
As the words dragon leaves Jax's mouth, one of the gems of the eyes like twinkles at the dragon.
Do we notice?
Only Jax really seems to notice.
Man, with all these gemstones, you must be a creature of the rarities.
You like all kind of feel something like kind of like a little chuff of wind around you.
Can I like look around and see if I'm tracked down here watching this?
Absolutely. Feel free to roll for some perception.
I want to anti-magic the dragon statue.
Okay.
I don't that shit.
I'll have you roll for that one too.
Can we all do a perception or?
Yeah, all of you can.
That's an 18.
Ooh, you just got it. Okay. Okay, so first we'll do the rolls for perception, then we'll do the anti-magic roll. So who had what rolls for perception again?
I rolled an 8.
8.
Yeah,
Okay.
20 plus 5.
Okay, so Narfi sees I'm sorry, Jax knows everything that is going down. So I will DM them some stuff and then they can feel free to share with the group. Magnolia does see a little bit more, and then Hafred you just see basically what I've described so far. Maybe a couple of some like leaves and like some wood planks on the ground, maybe like a couple of burn marks occasionally, like on the stone of the clock tower. And then Magnolia, you do see occasionally like some rustling in the leaves from afar. There are some random vines growing thick along the sides of the clock tower as well.
I'm 2 enthralled with my bagpipes.
All right, let me DM Jax real quick something. And then let's take just a very, very quick intermission as I DM them some info.
I do have to leave in about 45 minutes because I got to bed.
Okay, we're actually this is
15 minutes. Sorry, 9:45 is what.
That's okay. If you need to leave, you definitely can. We're at the last encounter right now.
I will wait it out then. No problem. Does anybody know Gnomish by chance?
No.
Interesting.
Is there anything like unusual about the plants?
There's nothing really unusual about the plants. You can just see that there's a lot of foliage around it, and occasionally it rustles. Okay. I have shared that with Jax, who may share it with the group if they so choose. Do it.
Just like the first two paragraphs
Yeah,
right now.
Two, huh?
Yeah.
I can read it.
About oh, really?
I can read it.
Yeah. I'm just curious, how many paragraphs?
There's 5?
Excellent information. Thank you.
Good to know. Oh. So 3 paragraphs worth of missing information.
I am getting there.
Yeah, would you guys like me to read it to you?
No,
Okay.
I'm just.
Okay.
I mean, you can kind of understand who she is. Just, we talked about the last 3, so we've seen her in action. We talked about how it feels like glass shards pressed against her skin. That's one paragraph. And she's obviously vain.
I couldn't tell.
You guys haven't been to courts.
The only court that
And then
I've
as
been
she
is that
as Jack says, like, she's obviously vain. And she says, "Careful now, love. I'd hate for you to sweat and ruin what little dignity you have left."
I wish this man could eye roll. A lash like departs from one of his eyes. It rolls
A lash.
shoulders.
Yeah, a lash falls, and it's just like, it looks like his eyes just like twitching, even though he doesn't have any. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cock my head to the side. Sweaty Volkswagen.
just witty Volkswagen.
You know what? Does that count as a punch buggy? I'm gonna do it. Can I punch somebody for that?
All right. The statue is in the middle of this 60-foot radius, so it's like 30 feet in front of you.
I feel like it's booby trapped. I feel like Meliodas should
Feel its eyes are so controlling.
interact with it. I think she likes him more.
He's using his anti-magic on it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And so
Wait.
Oh.
Because I didn't realize that this statue wasn't an actual statue. But we're not gonna do that because we do
Okay.
kind of lady. We like her energy. She likes to fuck with people. It's funny. If you're stupid, anyways, and piss her off, it's funny. For Meliodas, but he's not gonna anti-magic the dragon statue.
Okay.
Not a statue. He's
I'm gonna lower my sunglasses at it.
Meliodas is actually gonna like have the little button buddies kind of fly around his horns a little bit, right? And then he's kind of gonna flex his newly manicured nails. Like he understands the art of bling. He is very well familiarized with it
Okay.
and can respond bling when it is seen.
All right. All right. The button buddies also get like a shimmer of some like sparkle to them. They're now like sparkly, just a little bit.
Sparkly buttons.
All right. Would anybody else like to do anything?
I'm lowering my sunglasses at the dragon.
As you lower your sunglasses, you kind of get this like chuff of air blown towards you, and like you get like kind of like this like, what am I looking at? As she just stares at the creature in front of her.
I spin around and I toss the sunglasses and I begin to play the bagpipes again.
Okay. Okay. Would anybody else like to do anything?
I don't know, I'm definitely on nerve endings.
Correct. Correct. Okay. Hold on. Talking to the cat. Pause. Brief intermission.
Sorry, I don't want y'all to hear.
That's okay.
we speak cat a lot around
No,
here.
that's okay. I do the same thing.
I'm sorry, Ma. I get it. I'm
We do
trying to
speak.
D&D as a badass.
We speak cat. It's true.
She's just talking to Tabby. So he's definitely just gonna cross his arms and just like give this dragon a look, and just a rock eyebrow like raise, but without the words, but just
Okay.
the eyebrows. And
Maybe
just
the
the
eyelash flutters.
feathers, the feathers on his horns ruffle
Okay. Okay.
with him, and one of the button buddies helps him out by becoming his eyebrows.
I like that. Okay. Okay. So, as everyone has kind of looked around and sees this statue in front of them, the the statue starts to crumble, and the rock starts to fall off in pieces to reveal this really bright rainbow colored fluorescent scales underneath. Um, and this giant flamboyant dragon is in front of you with super sharp razor nails, bejeweled and encrusted. There's absolutely no spot on her nail that is not covered with jewels. Absolutely the best fleek makeup you can think of. Her winged eyeliner is so sharp that she had to light it up with a fucking knife to get it that sharp. Like, there's no way. You name it, she's got it. At the dragon. Feel free to roll. Let's see. Oh my god. Let's see. Let's roll for some persuasion. Let's roll for some persuasion.
Crying. It's about to be Shrek 3.
Shrek 3 up in here.
Remember, you have bardic inspiration.
Oh, true. Okay. So, persuasion. Oh, fuck.
Fire being useful.
Yeah, so that's, without bardic, that's a 5.
Oh, you gotta use the bardic inspiration.
That's a 2, so that's a fat 7.
Ooh,
I
okay.
think that's just you.
Okay, you're gonna like try to shoot your shot with this dragon, and she's gonna absolutely just like not even acknowledge your existence. Um, she's unimpressed.
Yeah, she
Do you want to use your bardic inspiration?
I did. It's a plus 2.
Oh, no. Your bardic inspiration. Let's see.
Isn't it a d6 that you can add to your roll?
Oh yeah. You're right. My bad. You're good.
Yeah.
So you roll. What did you roll?
I got a 5.
Oh, you don't have anything for your performance?
My charisma modifier is 0.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Can I assist him actually?
Sure. I'll let you assist him.
I'm gonna play some smooth.
Careless Whisper.
Yeah. Careless Whisper is just gonna start playing on my back.
Okay, let's roll for a performance.
I think I want to help my buddy out too by pulling out my instrument too.
Okay, both of you roll for performance.
13.
Okay. You do hit a couple of notes, so occasionally when you hit the note, like the mood kind of like stirs between them. Like there's this kind of like chemistry between the two of them that you guys kind of like can't really, explain. When the bad note happens, that chemistry just boils back to just pure disgust. So, what was Jax's?
I
Ooh,
don't know how to sing that instrument name.
Okay, 17. So then mixed with occasionally, that note will ruin the mood, but overall, once the music stops, occasionally like the dragon like kind of blushes and like kind of like tucks like a little scale behind her tympanic membrane, and she just kind of like blinks a little bit longingly at Halfrick, you know? So
I'm gonna deepen my voice and say be like, I'm Halfred. What's up? In a real deep voice, as deep I could possibly go.
Deep as you possibly
Toyota
go.
Corolla.
okay, let's roll for a deception. Like
Okay. Fuck this dice. That's a 5 again plus.
Fives are the new 20.
Damn, it's just a
Just a
five.
5.
That's
I
charisma
rolled 5
again,
again,
son of
son
a
of a
bitch.
bitch.
oh, so you try to go deep, but occasionally your voice just hella squeaks, and
I
she's still a little intrigued though. Like she still occasionally looks at you, you
That's
know.
fucking funny.
You know. Okay.
What's up?
What's
My
up?
voice
Voice
cracks
cracks
and
and
shit.
shit.
What's up? Like, okay. As the flirtation, you know, flirtation starts to die down, um, you guys roll for initiative.
God fucking. Ugh.
Wait, we're fighting her?
Oh yeah.
Damn, yo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're
level
level
one
1
fighting a
fighting a
fucking
fucking
dragon.
dragon.
That's
That's
insane.
insane.
Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna fight everybody else with her. Like, I'm about to turn on these motherfuckers right now. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen to all of you.
Ah!
Happening right now.
Wait, where is that? I need that as my entrance.
I don't know where I found it, honestly.
Get shit
It's
on.
just on my.
Is-
That is fucking hilarious. Okay.
Fucking knew somebody do it.
Oh my god.
I'm crying.
Okay, so we have so Jax, Meliodas, Gnome Bastion, Magnolia, then Halfrick. Okay. And then let me roll for Miss Lynn Mordra. Kinda glad I didn't succeed. Seducing a dragon. I don't know. If you would have gotten a nat 20, it would have worked. Y'all wouldn't be here.
Yeah, but I
But I
wouldn't
wouldn't
survive the
survive the
encounter, I'm
encounter,
pretty
I'm
sure.
pretty sure.
Sacrifice that some of us are willing to make. Though some of you may die. Okay, so the top of the level, or the round should I say, is Jax. And she shifts her giant jewel encrusted body towards Jax and says, "A crown on your head doesn't make you royalty, love. It makes you a well decorated fool."
He just looks confused. And she just can I convene with the button buddies and just kind of talk trash?
You can, and she's gonna sit there and just kind of look at her nails and just like, you know, just kind of look at everything.
It's just gonna be like, what is this lady talking about?
And she looks to Narfi as the player into your webcam, and she's like, I don't know why you chose this bug creature. Ugh. And then she goes back to normal.
Yeah, I don't know either, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it. With that. He's gonna load up his crossbow again. God damn it.
Okay, so you load your crossbow. Let's roll for attack.
This is gonna be tough, isn't it?
She is quite thick. We say that respectfully.
Oh my god. Cat, get out of my way.
She thick as fuck.
Mm-hmm. She hella thick.
Long range is Dex, right?
Yes, dexterity.
Okay. It is 17.
Okay, that does hit.
Give me a second. Ooh, that's a 12.
A 12? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that does hit her.
I think that's all I can do.
All right, and then it moves to Meliodas, and she kind of looks to Jax and then back to Meliodas, and then she says, "Oh, sweet summer child, beauty isn't just skin deep; it's soul deep in your soul. Let's just say it's unfortunate. I love it, darling."
Thank you. And so who's closest to Meliodas right now?
I would say you guys are all pretty close together. I would say the one that's off a little bit to the side is Magnolia, who is looking at the plants. And Halford's a little bit more towards her because he was flirting with her.
Is everybody within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
I bet. So I'm gonna pull my glaive out and I'm gonna hold it and I'm gonna do a spin attack.
On everyone around you?
On my party members. Yes.
Can I ask specifically at what height you are swinging this blade?
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna compensate for the fact that a bunch of you bitches are really short and I'm really tall. And I'm gonna kneel down on the ground. And yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, alright, so, it appears that, Meliodas is fighting on the side of her beauty, Lynn Mordra, so
We ain't dumb.
let's roll for that.
Yo. Does anyone's AC beat a nat 20?
Stop it.
Mine would.
Nope.
Give me 2 more points and it would.
Damn.
Mine beats that 20 no matter what. Hondas, I think.
Honda. Alright, let's roll for that damage.
Let's see. What was it? That was 10.
All right.
My...
And then everyone in the range of Meliodas, I'd say with the exception of Magnolia, takes 5 damage. Or 10 damage.
Well, it was a D10.
Oh,
but,
okay.
I rolled the 9 plus 3, so 12.
Okay, so 12 damage.
I'm gone.
You're dead. Or you're
We're
downed.
level 1.
You're downed.
Yeah, we're all level 1.
I know. That's why I did it.
Alright, well Jax is downed.
I'm also down.
Okay. No, Bastion is also downed.
As I fall to the ground, I look at Meliodas. Under pilot.
So, Halfred, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Oh, are you? Good, good, very good. So you should make this interesting at least then.
All right.
Um,
So since Meliodas is attacked and no Bastion is down, that moves to Lynn Mordra.
I do believe I have to do a death save.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, that's an 8. Fail the first one.
Okay. Your bagpipes make this very deflated sound as you try to stand up, but your cloven hooves slip and you fall back down upon your sad, pitiful sounding bagpipe. As that happens though, she kind of winces a little bit and she does take 1 damage because she just hates the sound of horribly played bagpipes.
Did I land on the bagpipes?
You did. You didn't break them, but you did deflate them currently.
I have a new I have a new ideal now.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. Okay. All right, and then that brings us to Lynn Mordras. As it comes to her turn, each of you are now bedazzled 1 step further. Meliodas is now 2 to 3 steps further, with complete set like mink extension eyelashes, um, horns encrusted with jewels, like absolutely for ideals of friendship. Destroy Meliodas.
Oh wait, actually, I gotta fix this. My apologies.
Oh my gosh. I'm ready. Oh yes.
Destroy Honda Civic.
That's so funny.
He made a new enemy that day.
Oh my
Nobody
gosh.
makes him lay on his bagpipes. Nobody.
Destroy on the Civic. All right, so now it is her turn, and she is absolutely pissed. And let's see, she is absolutely pissed. Those bagpipe sounds really pissed her off. She's getting flirted with for some reason, and she doesn't. I think she's mostly pissed off because she's into it, and she's not really sure why. And so she's just really projecting some anger right now upon those around her. So she's clicking her nails in dissatisfaction, and she kind of whips her head towards Magnolia. And what is your armor class?
14.
Okay, so she does hit you. Alright, let me see what she does. And she hits you for 5 health. As she hits you, she takes a giant manicured claw and just swipes you by your ankles and makes you fall on your ass.
Oh shit. I flop down unceremoniously.
Which does bring us to your turn.
Yes, we have to. Shit, we still got people
You do have good berries you could throw at people.
Oh, okay.
So you could choose to throw a good berry at someone.
I'm still down.
No, Bastion and Jax.
You can choose one. Jax is further away from you. Gnome Bastion is closer to you, laying on some bagpipes. And then Halfrick is standing a little bit behind you. Meliodas is in the center.
I'm gonna try to get no Bastion back up.
Okay, go ahead and roll for, let's do a dexterity saving throw.
17.
Okay, so you do happen to plop the good berry right next to Gnome Bastion, and it lands on the bagpipes and happens to projectile into his little half gnome, half centaur. I'm sorry, miniature pony mouth. How could I? And he is now back to 2 health.
Thanks. If it comes back to my turn, I'm just gonna vicious mockery on the Civic here. You have to get going.
Okay.
So I can go to bed because I gotta get up early in the morning.
Okay.
Not really jet.
If you need to jet out, you can.
Yeah, but here I'll just post this right there. That way, if it happens, it happens.
Okay.
I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Farewell. Bye.
Bye.
On the Civic.
Okay, so
Destroyed little gnome bastions.
let's see. Then that brings us to Halfrick. I'm sorry, Halfred. Shortwick.
Let me think here.
And she kind of, like, when it comes to your turn, she kind of, like, turns to you a little bit and, like, kind of see a little bit of maybe a rosy flush under those already brightly blushed cheeks.
Even bleeding, I still got it. Is what I say.
She kind of, like, winks at you a little bit.
You gonna help me out here? So don't say the word.
And she, like, she kind of chuffs a little bit and she just decides to just sit there and, like, look pretty. Like, she let's see, let me roll for performance to see if she can do, like, a show. Let's see. All right, she got a 16 on performance. So she is going to kind of woo you just a little bit. She's going to, like, really strut her stuff and just, like, really, like, show her stuff off. Like, she has her teeth bejeweled. Like, she's got that, like, mascara on fleek. Like, her falsies are, like, so long but so natural looking at the same time you don't understand how your brain comprehends it.
Now that we got our hooks and reels, I ignore her and I go Meliodas. That's how you get him.
She takes, like, 2 just damage because her pride's a little hurt. She was just giving you the eyes and you didn't even acknowledge her, you know?
Would Meliodas notice this? That he didn't acknowledge her? And the look she gave
Yes, he would notice all of this.
back.
And now I'm gonna go roll to attack. So that's a 22 to hit.
Okay. It will hit.
Oh, I'm not
Oh,
attacking the dragon, I'm attacking Meliodas.
Yeah, that will hit.
Yeah, that hits me.
Cool. He's just defending himself. Okay, knock damage. And that's 12 damage. Oh fuck, I forgot to go in rage. Shit. That would have been another +2, which would have been 14. Oh well. damage. And that's the end of my turn. I'll probably go next turn.
Okay. All right. And so that brings us back to Jax, who is downed, and instead of making a death saving throw here, you see like the dragon's like nostrils like go crazy, and she just has this really offended look on her face as Jax's exoskeleton per se starts to kind of crackle and bubble, and crawling out of the exoskeleton goop that is unfortunately Jax's previous body, um, are these glowing bones. And you get kind of a weird vibe from them. But you also recognize that this is coming from what Jax was. And it is now Magic Bones' turn.
And you all hear a happy little hiss sound as he exhales. And let me look here. I know I have a sheet. Give me 1 second. So if it loads, if it wants to load. Am I allowed to just use his character sheet? Because I don't have one made for
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
Okay,
you can do that.
perfect. He like pulls out his like hand and he kind of like does this like little magical twirl, kind of like Doctor Strange like, and he points it at Meliodas and in the direction of the dragon. And let me see his witch bolt. If I can pull up the spell. Give me 1 second. And he is going to cast Witch Bolt toward them.
Okay. Can you roll for that?
I sure can.
And you're rolling it towards the dragon?
Mostly Meliodas, but lightning crackles just a
Okay.
tad.
Dark Lord.
Is his sheet? That is a 19.
A 19. Okay.
As a reaction, I want to put up an anti-magic little like light screen on Pokemon.
On yourself?
And just like, yeah, myself basically.
Okay. Can
So
you roll for like a d20 to see if like roll for let's do Arcana. Look at this Dark Lord. Look at this Dark Lord.
20, not nat.
Okay. So you do pass and you can put up the lightning barrier, and then Jax, remind me what was your roll?
It was a 19, so
Okay.
it's whatever.
Okay, so you do hit the thunderbolt, but Meliodas does happen to block it with his barrier. And unfortunately, Linmordra rolls pretty low, and the lightning bounces off of this barrier and directly hits one of her manicured nails and fractures it, breaking off about 2 inches. And when this happens, she absolutely lets out the most deep, feral, curdling scream you have ever heard in your life. And she looks at Dr. Meowza and like screams, "Stop! Absolutely stop this session. We cannot continue with my nails looking like this." And the bushes that were wiggling, suddenly all of these little gnomes start to come out, bringing a giant carrier case and immediately start filing down the defect in her manicured nail. And this goes on for a good 10 or 15 minutes. And the session ends.
Beautiful.
It's a good thing I didn't rage because that would have been for nothing.
You get a nail file, and you get a nail file. So with that, she sits here sobbing,
I'd be dead.
nail cracked, and you guys are essentially teleported back to the realm. And DM to DM, if it's okay, as her nail is getting repaired, she's sitting there crying. You can, as you guys are portaled back, you can see Joan putting like a hand on her shoulder, like letting her know it's okay. It's okay.
Dragon to dragon, eh?
Dragon to dragon.
Dragon to dragon.
John's got friends everywhere. It kind of happens when.
Yes.
This would have not been one of Jax's friends. Let's just put it
So
simply.
this is Linmordra. She is essentially. I will explain it in case some of you missed it. Heather has the World of Rarities. That is her D&D world, and Linmordra used to be the ruler of the realm of quartz and got kicked out per se and found her way back to Oz. So she rules by essentially beauty tyrantry, and if it is not beautiful, she will smite it.
Yep.
She is
Yep.
extremely vain.
So like, as they return, Meliodas is gonna get rid of like the face makeup and the eyelashes, but he's gonna keep the jewels on his horns and his claws.
Yes. And you see that they're encrusted with quartz.
I guess Jax is back now, but he's just a puddle in Magic Bones' hands for now. He is just a blob.
A
With two
blob.
red orbs.
I'm saying to myself, now I got my dragon unleashed. She's gonna come back for more.
And actually, in your pocket, Halfrick, there's a phone number.
Ha, knew it.
So
Knew it would
Mel
work.
turns to the party and it's like, listen, guys, no hard feelings, right? Like you guys know why I did what I had to do, right?
I like how you're gonna say you fucking attacked us when you could have just helped us.
I
Fuck
don't
you.
really get it.
Help you what? Fight a fucking dragon, bro?
Clearly we survived, so it would have been fine with your help.
We survived because I did help.
um, I
You
get.
me blocking Jax's spell or this whatever the fuck's left of him and
He
deflecting it
glorbs at you.
wasn't calculated. It was completely part of my plan. I
I
needed
walk away.
to think I was your enemy. If I wanted you dead, for real, you would be.
Not like
I
you did.
almost died.
I had suspicions about you anyways, Bugman. I had my suspicions.
He just burbles at you again in anger.
Oh, get over it. Jesus Christ.
His red orbs narrow.
Y'all a bunch of complainers.
And then you guys see Magic Bones like gather Jax in his hands and like gently like scoop him back into the armor. And as he does so, his own bones are absorbed back into the armor as well. And Jax basically becomes whole again underneath his beetle armor.
That shit's fucking weird.
Hell yeah.
I say we
Jax
long rest
flips
here.
you off.
Yo, bro, listen, we're button buddies. You better chill the fuck out. All
Tom
right.
crosses his arms and shakes his head, and the button buddies give a little sigh,
My
obviously
guy,
wanting him to get over it, but he won't.
listen, I had all of the faith in you, bro. All of it. Every last bit. It's the only reason I did it. But if you're gonna keep being mad, whatever. Meliodas kind of like skulks off.
And like Jax mumbles and bug to the button buddies. He says, "We don't like quartz. We don't like quartz people." And nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
I'm gonna
Just
start
that's
setting up
why I
camp to
love
long rest.
people.
Meanwhile, in the other world, Daisy's ears start ringing.
That was perfect. Yeah, so this wraps up the one-off. You guys are deposited back into the lab. And it like it seems strangely like this is a couple of minutes before what happened. Because right as you land, you see Delphiani slice someone and get absolutely just covered in blood.
Oh shit.
That's my girl. What up, Dal?
We're soaring at.
You see your tail wagging. So yeah, that is where we will start next time. It'll be next Tuesday, probably around the same time, 6:30. So we will head to Oz. So I'm gonna wind down the stream and maybe play some video games with League of Legends now that the season is ending. So we will see. We will see. So I will catch you guys later, and then if we do want to continue voice chat, I'll hop over to the Oasis. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you for the fun times.
Absolutely, absolutely. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I really did.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it was
fun.
fun.
Thanks for having me.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll see you guys soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 Well, that was a ton of fun. I had a lot of fun DMing. I have a lot of work to do and things to improve on, but so far I had fun, and I will catch you guys later. Thanks for everyone who stopped by and chatted, who showed some support. We made it to our 50 follower goal and actually got to 51, so I'm really excited. Maybe sometime either in the next few days we'll try to stream again. If not, we'll definitely try to do a stream on Friday.